Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Sunday, September the 8th, 2024. Today we're going to visit the New York City bus show that was held in Brooklyn Bridge Park earlier today. They had some really cool old buses I think you guys will enjoy, so let's check them out right now. Here you can see the old style seal on the side of the bus. This particular bus here is from the 1950s, I believe. I don't have the paperwork on me right now, but I can tell you that we went into every single bus. This one is number 9098. It even tells you when it first rolled out. Isn't that nice? It came out in 1958. There's your fare box. Walking inside, note the old school signage. Look how the bus has been preserved. Even the wheels are painted correctly. Front of the bus. It was a very nice day for this. I was very, very lucky that we got good weather because we're just not known for our good weather. Here's another style interior on another old 1950s bus. Check out the advertising. Quite a few people came out for the bus show, and I was very glad that I went. This is a nice old school bus right here. Check it out. Check out the dual fans in the back. That's something I've actually never seen before. Now let's take a look at bus 5227. I remember these vividly because I rode these as a kid. These were in the fleet from 1971 all the way up to 1995. They were used quite extensively, as you see, and they had a very long shelf life. They were used in Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, and Staten Island. These were General Motors buses, and these are very well remembered by many New Yorkers. As you can see, that's the way it was back in the day. Beautiful bus number 5227. Definitely one of my two favorites of the show because one of the two that I actually rode as a kid. That's walking in. Here's my second favorite. This beautiful bus is known as the Fishbowl, the good old GM Fishbowl bus that was used for many years in New York City and other places as well. I have fond memories of the creaky, rattling windows and the noisy fare box that used to constantly go chicka, 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 as it counted up all the coins. I'm sure many of you guys remember that as well. I couldn't resist taking the obligatory selfie in this wonderful representation of a GMC Fishbowl bus. Each of the buses had a line to get in, but it moved pretty quickly because everybody would walk through the bus and exit the rear exit. Okay, we walked in, walked to the back, and then we would exit. Same with this one. We would walk in, walk through it, and as you can see, a lot of New Yorkers turned up for this event. You can see it was a clear blue day, and I decided to take some pictures of the event itself. That's another one of my favorite buses that I rode when I was young, right there. A couple of pictures you may have noticed are out of joint, meaning they're not in the correct order, but I can't help that. This is the best I could possibly do. And exiting that bus. Allow me to introduce you to bus number 9098, which was on the road from 1958 to 1971. Oddly enough, I do not remember this bus at all, even though in 1971 I was already in grammar school. Here's a little bit more about the bus. If you want to read up on that, that's great. Bus was in mint condition. Let's walk in and pay our fare, or not. Back in the day, of course, it was not $2.75. Everything else on this bus, except for that pricing, is period correct. Seats are in pristine condition. Advertising looks great. It's definitely spot on. A little bit more about the bus, in case you want to read up on that. They had one electric bus on display, and you can see it here. This was unlike any of the buses that I had seen previously. And when you get inside the bus, you're going to see that it's the most brightly lit bus I have ever been in my life. I've never seen a bus that was as brightly lit as this one. By far, the most impressive bus of the whole show was bus number 1263, which you're looking at right now. This bus rolled into service in 1931. I can easily say it's older than anybody watching this video. It's a double-decker bus, but unfortunately, the upstairs section was sealed off. And I'll show you when we get in why. Here you can see the outside of it. It's really, really in nice condition, and it's even more impressive inside. This bus easily had the longest line of any bus to get in. I made sure I took close-up pictures of the driver's controls, as you will see as we get in there. Bus 1263. Look at the line snaking around the building. That's how many people wanted to see this. And yes, I stood on that line. Let's go inside now, because that's really the best part. Now take a look here. Look how narrow this staircase is, leading to the upper level of the bus. It was closed off. They didn't want anybody going up there, because I imagine once you're up there, there's only one way to get back down, and it could create a bit of a problem. Look at the seats. When is the last time you saw a bus with padded seats? Advertising, period correct. Look at the driver's controls. Look at the toggle switches. Really amazing. This was truly a gem. Back of the bus. Another view of the backing. This is the rear of the bus as you're getting off. Another look at the padded seats. And one more look at the padded seats. Notice that the guy standing in the aisle is basically scraping his head. The headroom on this bus was extremely low, and I was scraping mine. So that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed my recap of the New York City Transit Museum Bus Show of 2024 in Brooklyn Bridge Park. I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Rock on and peace.